Guys, there's a lot of money in the air when it comes to when it comes to the Saudi Arabia. They have money. Okay, recently, and when I say recently, I think it was as of yesterday. EA has just been bought out. Electronic Arts has just been bought out. $55 billion. Okay, EA was in a bad spot, and from what I've seen, they actually owed a lot of money, but now are going to be good because they have been bought out by $55 billion by uh, by Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund (PIF), Silver Lake, and Infinity Partners leading the charge. Okay, so if y'all didn't know, Saudi Arabia has kind of been on this like crusade of entertainment, right? They've been just kind of almost taking over everything bit by bit. There's a lot of things in the gaming industry and the sports industry that Saudi Arabia has kind of grabbed on. They've gotten SNK, the people who make Fatal Frame and Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves that just came out, and other fighting games. They just purchased Evo. They have a Dragon Ball Z theme park. There's a lot of stuff that right, which is one of the I think it's like the I think it's a governing body, maybe even in Saudi Arabia, and they are kind of just buying everything left and right. And so now their recent acquired EA. I talked with one of my friends about this, and he came to the conclusion that like they're just really trying to branch off, kind of trying to diversify their profile because obviously they have oil, right? And they're kind of like that was like their leading thing is oil, but eventually that's gonna run out, right? I don't know. It could take 100 years, 200 years, 300 years. I don't know, but eventually it's going to run out. And what you want to do is diversify your profile before that happens. So it looks like they're really jumping to this entertainment industry and just trying to get as much as possible and almost trying to have like a monopoly on entertainment damn near. Now obviously they're not buying Disney or anything like that, but like they have a lot of stuff right now and it looks like it's going to keep going. Now this is just a rumor, but I've heard that they're also looking to buy the WWE. And I don't mean in a few years. I mean like relatively soon. I know that Dana White and the UFC has been having huge partnerships with them over there, as well as DAZN and other places in fighting in like striking in strike combat, right? And I think they're trying to buy out TKO, which owns the UFC, I believe, and it owns WWE. So yeah, that would be insane. But anyways, and obviously I don't know if I've already said, but they bought Evo recently. So yeah, it looks like they're really trying their hardest to get it. But EA is crazy because it's like now, it's like damn, what in the world? Okay, so EA has announced that it has agreed to acquire 55 billion. All right, so let's see what Spawnwave actually says. He's EA coming out of this buyout with an extra $20 billion in debt is insane. That's quite the mountain to climb. Whoa. Okay, so what does that mean exactly? A global leader in interactive entertainment today announced that it has entered into a definitive agreement to be acquired by an investor. So they're going private, which means they're not like. I think they're out of the stock market and all of that now. Like they're no longer even in there. Okay, value five. The transition position EA to accelerate innovations and growth to build the future of entertainment. Under the terms of agreement, the consortium will acquire 100% of EA, with PIF rolling over its existing 9.9% stake in the company. EA stockholders will receive $210 per share in cash. Yeah, so this is like private now. Like so, whoever like, if you had stocks, you'll get your money, but that's it. They're taking this shit off the market. The per share purchase price represents a 25% premium to EA's unaffected share price of $168.30 at market close on September 25th, 2025, the last fully unaffected trading day, and a premium to EA's unaffected all-time high of $179.01 at market close on August 14th, 2025. Yeah, I don't know what this is going to say pretty much for like the games because I also know that Saudi Arabia is kind of very interested in AI, like a lot. And, gamers don't really like AI for the most part. Now, AI could help in certain areas, but for 99% of the areas of game development, I feel like it's just going to be used for something bad. Not saying that's what they're going to do, but just from what I've seen other companies do, it's like AI slop runs so high in a lot of stuff. And hopefully that does not happen with this. But yeah, we got Jeff Keighley kind of making the announcement as well. And it says, our creative and passionate teams at EA have delivered extraordinary experiences for hundreds of millions of fans, built some of the world's most iconic IPs, and created significant value for our business. This moment is a powerful recognition of their remarkable work, said Andrew Wilson, chairman and CEO of Electronic Arts. So yeah, I mean, obviously this is just corporate speak, right? They're not going to say anything bad about it. But the buyout is actually really crazy. EA is best known for its hits like FIFA and Apex Legends, and has agreed to $55 billion buyout. This deal was expected to land around 50. Okay, so yeah, that's just what's happening right now. And honestly, this is pretty big news because, this is, I think, the largest leveraged buyout in history, not just gaming, just in history. And so that's why there's a lot of big articles that are talking about it, not just gaming, but you'll have things like Bloomberg. But basically, Electronic Arts has agreed to sell itself in the largest buyout on record to a group of investors that includes a firm managed by President Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, and Saudi Arabia's Sovereign Wealth Fund. The massive deal, valuing the video game company at about $55 billion, is the latest effort by Saudi Arabia to diversify beyond oil. See, this is what I was just telling you guys. Into sports and gaming, and financially, tumultuous industry that is increasingly at the heart of young culture around the planet. It's insane, and this is kind of like the talk of the town right now. So I wanted to talk about it. I personally don't know enough about Saudi Arabia to speak on it. I do know that when they purchased Evo, there was a lot of people that were outspoken because they were not too happy about how Saudi Arabia's culture treats people that are the LGBTQ community and women. And that kind of brings me to this right here. Where are we? I just saw this. It says the Sims community. Sims is a huge EA game. I know y'all know that. It says Andrew Wilson basically said F you to all women and LGBTQ employees at EA with this deal. And people are saying that, look, they got memes already going, bro. People are already saying that because, again, their culture is, I guess, I can't say I guess. They're not too fond of gay people, and, the women have been seen to be oppressed for the most part now. So I don't know how that's going to leak over into anything. I don't know if they may just be like, hey, I don't care, we're just here to make money. And if they believe gay people and women are going to give them money, maybe they may just be like, well, forget our culture, who cares? You know what I mean? Hey, look, money talks, right? Money talks a lot. And so if they feel like they want money over anything else, or what they practice, or what they then maybe there won't be any bad things that they'll do or anything. I don't know. I really have no idea. But all I do know is this is a lot of money that has been bought out, and for EA itself, I don't know what this means for video games in EA. At all. At all. I have no idea. But yeah, that's all I kind of wanted to talk about for this video, guys. EA has agreed to kind of sell their company, and they're going to be owned by the Saudi Arabia right now, and that is going to just kind of aid in Saudi Arabia's venture to kind of buy into gaming and sports and entertainment as a whole. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if this is going to be better or worse for EA's future or gaming's future. Who knows? They have a lot of money. We'll see. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. All right. Peace.